In today's video, we're going to go over the best LinkedIn strategy to just contact clients, and this is going to work to 2023 and 2024. Now, if there's ever going to be like some outreach methodology that you should use when you just want to generate leads on LinkedIn, well, I would suggest this. This is called E3C methodology. The E3C method is something that I use personally and some of my clients use, and we use that not to just close like 5-figure deals. Sometimes we just made it to close like 6-figure deals just by using this method. And all of that was done without being like too salesy, you know? This method comprises of 4 different stages and requires no setup time. Now, when you should use this E3C method? Well, first of all, when connecting high quality prospects and when you just have time. So this will work whether you just have like 10 minutes today in order to just generate some leads for you, or 10 hours a day if that's your like full-time role to just generate leads for a company or for yourself. Now, it's still going to work with your schedule, and I do recommend that you run this method alongside with some direct outreach messaging system like emails, for example, because when you do that in a combination, it works the best. I tell that because you are then going to be able to split the results. You know, you will see what kind of audience reacts best to, like, for example, emails, and which audience is going to respond better to E3C. Now, this is that E3C method. We just call it E3C. It is actually ECCC, and it's split up into 4 different stages. And trust me, this works like bread and butter. Now, the first stage is engage. So, once you've identified your prospect, leave a valuable comment on one of their posts. All right? If they're not active, you can just skip this step and head on to number 2. But this is a really powerful one because you find the prospect, and the first thing is to leave a valuable comment on some of those posts. This is really subtle. All right, because you are just introducing yourself with a valuable comment. You have to think that through, and you're just showing yourself up. You know, you're not pushing it. You're just there subtly. Number 2 is connect. So just try and use a commonality, you know, something that you guys have in common to be able to like personalize your connection request. I mean, it's called a connection request for a reason, right? Also try and include a question in here. And it will just encourage conversation, because sometimes when you send a connection request and you just make a statement, somebody might accept your request but not respond anything to you, and that just like becomes a little bit more difficult to start the conversation, right? So just try and include a question there as well. It's going to be far better. And if you ask yourself how to like personalize more, how to like get something that is like common to you both, or something that, I don't know, connects you to, well, guess what? Just use LinkedIn. For example, if you were looking for managing director, you say, I don't know, let's take just this person, Akta Kapoor, whatever. Now, in order to do some connection-based comment or question, I usually do this, all right? So I just select the company that this person is working for. I right-click on it and search Google for it. Simple as that, right? Then, of course, I find the website. I go to a website, and this is like some film company, whatever. And usually at the top or at the bottom, you have some social media profiles. And then you visit all of these and try to make something out of their posts. This just requires effort, and it will demand respect, because you are showing the respect by just putting some effort into it to know something about this person or company. What I usually do, I just go over to Instagram, and I, for example, go and take one of these posts. For example, I just take it, and I'm just going to pause this. So, thrilled by love we received from the audiences at Mumbai Film Festival. Now, this is perfect. You can make a remark about this like film festival. I mean, this is like a totally different niche, but you know what I'm saying. Just try to find something personalized, and this way you can also go with like direct communication, direct outreach strategy. Personalizing things is, I don't know, maybe the most important part, because that person is going to see, oh, they have something in common. Or if you just mention to them, I saw your post on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever, about this and that, they will just feel, oh, they actually just made an effort to check my posts. They have something in common, and they do have a valuable comment. And I remembered them that they have made a comment on one of my posts earlier on LinkedIn. So all of that combined is a nice little foreground, little foreplay if you want to start that conversation and to not sound salesy from the start. I just hate it when people just come to me and they just send the message to me, okay, I will just sell you this and that, would you buy this? All right, that's not how it works. They usually just copy and paste the same message to a lot of people, and they just have to send like 2,000 of these, and maybe 5 of them are going to convert. So this is really powerful. Let's go back to our E3C. So the third step is converse, all right? Lead with value, ask questions, and don't sell. Just like wait for a way to be able to just go into that direction, Don't be salesy, don't be pushy from the gate, that's all. It's just like the kind of approach you want to have. Then maybe don't follow my content, because I heavily follow a social selling approach, and you just have to, as a Cesar here, figure out what problems your prospect is currently facing and see if you have a solution which would help to alleviate that pain. This comes down to the research, right? You see if they have certain problems. For example, if they're leaving money on the table. I don't know, if you are a website designer, you can just go and see the website, see the problems, see what can be fixed, what can be, automated, what can help them, and then you can just start to provide value first and then sell. Number 4 is call or referral. So if it seems like a good fit, send your calendar link. If it's not, don't force the sale. I would have calendars such as Acuity or Calendly. Now, you can just send this in order for somebody to book a time in your calendar, just because figuring out a time like manually, especially if you're like in different time zones, gets a little bit tedious, and then somebody might not respond to you straight away, and then your availability changes, and it's just a lot of back and forth hassle that you don't need. So if you don't have Acuity or Calendly yet, I would recommend signing up for one. There's free versions, and even the paid versions are like super affordable, so it's good. Now, carrying on with this, so if somebody isn't a good fit, instead of just like not responding to them or just ending the conversation, maybe see if there's somebody else that would be able to help them out in a better way. Maybe you can't help them, but maybe you know someone that can, You don't always want to be in there for yourself, right? Just keep a good relationship, because you never know. They might come to you down the line and say, oh, XYZ person in my network needs your help, and you were top of my mind because we had a talk or whatever. Can I give you an introduction? And that's it. Maybe they have someone that needs your help, and then it just goes, connections, networking, that's it. That's why it's always good to be more personal and to just give the value up front, because that's just how it's done. You might not be the perfect match for that person, but someone they know might help you, or someone you know might help them. So it's a really good combination when you just approach like this. And of course, do not forget about this. Do not forget about personalization. You can find a lot of things online today if you are really, truly interested. Social media profiles, LinkedIn profiles, just if you think that you can just help someone in a way, and of course it would be a good deal to you, make an effort for it. It's way different if you just go and sell to 2,000 people and you forget about who you even contacted than it is if you choose 5 or 10 or 15 of these prospects and you do your homework, all right? And they will respect you more if you just go with the more subtle way, and if you just refer them someone else, or, just introducing yourself to them in the most pleasant way. Do not be salesy from the start. It's something, these people, everyone on LinkedIn, they get thousands of messages, and it's frustrating. You know how it is. It's just frustrating to have all these people in your inbox. It was never like that before, because, I don't know, it's just crazy world that we live in today. So a little bit of subtlety, a little bit of some care, people will appreciate. And of course, some respect, because if you do your homework, if you just invest time and effort, they will see that you're serious. They will see that you want to know something about them, you want to make a good connection, you want to talk about valuable things, not just go and sell things. People will respect that, and they will remember you. They will remember you. So down the line, who knows what happens from your one homework, So just go step by step and work hard, Don't take shortcuts. I'll catch you next time.